Hey guys, welcome back to the Blissful Athlete. Thank you for tuning in. Today's video is all about detoxing from psychedelic drugs, recreational drugs, or common toxins such as fluoride that is in our water supply. And so when I first kind of had my spiritual awakening, I was definitely concerned about all of the stuff that I've done in my past life, and so I wanted to make sure that I was gonna get rid of all that stuff. Luckily, my guru, he had introduced me to a few techniques and a very powerful method, and that's what I'm gonna teach you guys today. So if you're one of those guys that partied hard in college or liked to dabble in some psychedelic drugs, or even if you're still consuming mushrooms, LSD, MDMA, all these types of drugs, this video is for you. If you're new to the channel, I highly recommend subscribing. It's going to give you a lot of content in how to develop a yogic body, the importance of awakening yourself consciously, and a lot of techniques and tips in how to do so, expanding your consciousness, that is. So today, we're talking specifically about psychedelic drugs, detoxifying ourselves, and like I said, my guru really did inspire me to do this video. I recently saw him post a video. It wasn't him that posted it, but I saw a video of him talking about a powerful method to detoxify yourselves. And there's a lot of questions out there, people thinking that drugs like LSD and Ayahuasca in particular, these drugs are okay to take because they give you that spiritual awakening in a sense, and it really couldn't be further from the truth. I like to look at it like it's like beating off. If you're going to watch porn online, if you continuously do that, it's actually desensitizing you, and it's only going to make your actual sex life worse. It's not going to improve it at all. The same thing goes when it's coming to our spirituality. Yeah, I'm somehow combining these masturbation with spirituality. When it comes to expanding our consciousness and going through a spiritual awakening, yes, LSD and ayahuasca and some of these types of drugs, they do show you a gateway to that other dimension. But the problem is it's only harming you. I agree with people saying that, you know, well, why is it on the planet then? Why would God put it there unless it was gonna help us out? I agree in the sense that, yeah, it's like if you have cardiac arrest, you get the defibrillators out and you shock yourself back to life. Sometimes somebody might be so low and they might be heading down the path of, let's say, suicide. Then maybe something like ayahuasca would be the proper route for them to go. But the problem is people aren't using it in that way. They're taking these micro dosages, and they're taking consistent ayahuasca shaman, you know, ritualistic sessions, and experiencing all this, you know, incredible, you know, spiritual growth, when it's really a bunch of load. It's not helping you, it's only hurting you. It's frying your system. And what I mean by that is you have a neurological structure, a specific design that is, if it's perfectly aligned, if your brain is wired in the proper way, it's going to awaken you to higher states of consciousness. If you've ever heard of the 1,000-petaled lotus, the Sahasrara chakra, it's called the 1,000-petal lotus because there are 1,000 different alignments of circuits within the brain that, when they're all wired together, it wakens you to that state of self-realization, enlightenment. It's a science. It's literally wiring your brain to express consciousness. Now the problem is when you take these drugs like ayahuasca, LSD, marijuana, MDMA, whether they're for conscious awakening or not, they're frying your system, and they're ruining the wiring that is possible for you. It may have gotten you to where you are today. That's great. Stop. I'm telling you, stop. Even if it's just drinking alcohol, stop. From my experience, it only harmed me. It did not improve me in any way. Even when I started to have my spiritual awakening, I started to use marijuana to help with meditation and things like that. And I recommended it at the time when I was going through my awakening, because it was like, oh, it leads to a nice, you know, deep space of like just vast nothingness. It's actually a deep state of dream. It's a dream state. Now, if you want the solution to detoxify yourself from these types of drugs and fluoride specifically, which is another neurotoxin screwing up your circuits, it is HARITAKI. And if you have not heard of HARITAKI, it is one of the most revered herbs in the Ayurvedic system. If you look at all of the ancient scriptures on Ayurveda, HARITAKI is the most used of all of them. And the reason for that is because it's so powerful, not only for improving the physical body, but cleansing the physical body also, cleansing all of the toxins within us. It's also known as the Amrita, the immortal nectar of the gods. And when you consume Haritaki, it's pretty tough to take down. I've made a video about that already. It's very chalky and it has a very bitter taste. But this technique that we're going to talk about is not actually consuming it. It's actually rubbing it on your skin. Just like fluoride in the water system can actually get into your skin through your pores, Haritaki can also do the same thing. And so the technique with Haritaki to cleanse and detoxify your system from all of these drugs, etc., is actually shaving your body, do an intense workout so the pores open up, and then intensely rub Haritaki into your skin to the point where your skin is like pink. Like that's how hard you're rubbing it in there. Now when you do that, it's going to get right into the pores, right into your system, and start to do its work. And it really does do a powerful job in cleansing the system. It's something that you'll feel and notice. It's something you have to try. Now this is something that you have to do on a regular basis also. It's not something that's where it's just a one and done. You have to do it consistently. I recommend doing it every night. Do it like an evening session, and then after your session is over, rub it in, then let it sit there for a little bit of time, not too long, but you know, maybe like 20 minutes or so. Then take a shower and rub it out. Now this method is very powerful. It was given by an enlightened avatar himself, my guru, and it's also, like I said, it's written in a lot of different Ayurvedic texts, the benefits and the power of Haritaki. So highly recommend this technique if you want to detoxify your body, detoxify your system. You'll also notice that it really stimulates all 5 senses and increases the sensitivity and receptivity of your senses. You'll really become more conscious and aware just from this little technique. So this is a method I definitely recommend. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I was a pretty hard partier in college. It's not like I did drugs all the time. Yeah, I tried cocaine like 2 times, I think, MDMA 1 time. Never did ayahuasca or LSD or anything like that. Definitely a heavy drinker. And what I can say now is that my third eye is open. I'm not feeling any ill effects from the heavy drug use or alcohol use that I had before. And so I can say that this definitely helped. So if you're interested in trying to detoxify your body, open up your third eye, just grow consciously, this is definitely a way to do that. So please, again, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the method after you give it a shot. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Click subscribe if you haven't yet done so. Give me a thumbs up also. And looking forward to sharing some more content with you. Take care and be blissful.